Hello, Nistas and Stouts. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance. And today we are here to talk about the fragrances that I wore the week of August the 25th. So if you're interested in hearing about those fragrances and or combinations, please stay tuned. All right, Nistas, I have been drinking my tea. All right, excuse me. I've started this video over. That was the third time me having to start this video over. All right, but we're going to get through it. Okay, so I want to share with you the fragrances that I wore the week of the 25th. And all right, fourth time. So you guys, I apologize, but I'm trying to get better with this situation with my voice and my sinuses. So let's just get right into it. But before we get into the fragrances that I wore the week of August the 25th, I want to share with you the things that I slid into the store today. I was in the parking lot when they opened up because I wanted to get in before the crowd got in, because this is day three. It started Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It started this is day three, Sunday. So I went inside and I told you I wanted to get more of the cocoa shea oils. And I did that. So I got two more of the oils. And guess what, you guys? This was the last two. They had one on the entryway end cap, and then they had one over in the regular stockpile. So I got these two, and I picked up two scrubs. I picked up the gingham foaming scrub. This is so refreshing. It's so good. I really enjoy using this when I use my Salt Air Santel Bloom products. And I decided to try the gingham gold in the creamy body wash. So I picked up those four items, and this time I had a 20% off, and it brought my items down to, this is the wrong receipt, um a little bit more than $4.47, because this is the receipt when I went Saturday, but they were less than $5. So I picked those things up. So that's all I'm gonna do. I think the sale does end tomorrow, Monday, which is a holiday, which is good because people get an extra day to go in and shop. So the sale ends tomorrow. That's all that I wanted. Um, I'm trying really hard to stay disciplined to not get myself overwhelmed again with all of these fine fragrance mists all over again. So I bought just what I wanted. But let's get right into fragrances that I wore. Starting Sunday, August the 25th, I started off with my Ultra body cream with hyaluronic acid, body butter. This is so good. This is one of my favorites. As you can see, I have used quite a bit of it. And I do notice that the quality of my skin, the texture of my skin, it feels really good and smooth when I use this. I really enjoy it. And I used the Underwater Oasis. This is the GOAT of freshies for Bath and Body Works. It has fragrance notes of sparkling bergamot, jasmine, bamboo, mandarin notes, and blue musk. This is my last one, you guys. This is so good. It has come back in other packagings, but I didn't get it. But I still have a little bit left, and it still smells so, so good. So what I paired it with was the um, Ocean de Gioia by Giorgio Armani. And these do smell very, very similar, you guys. Same type of fragrance DNA. It's an aquatic freshie. It smells really nice and it paired really well. On this particular day, I was out in the sun um, at Little League, and it was hot, hot. So this was just a great refresher because, it's something about the sun and it makes you smell weird, not smelly, but like the sun, if that makes sense. So I did carry that with me as a refresher because your girl has to smell nice at all times. All right, so that was what I wore on Sunday. Now moving on into Monday, I was just in a mood for my Nolita And I did use the body silk. This is by far one of my favorite body silk formulations. It's really, really good, you guys. Really, really good. So good. And this smells so good. So I use this and I use the fragrance in combination. And you guys, believe it or not, my fragrance is like down to here. So I'm going to need a new one really soon. And this is so good. This is a tarty, like tangerine, but it has more of a perfumey, pretty type of vibe than a fruity citrus vibe, but it smells so good. So that was my fragrance for Monday. Now, moving on into Tuesday. Yes, accomplishment. I made it through this. So I used up all of my Emerald Mist body cream. I consistently use this, even getting out the shower at night. I was putting it on my elbows and feet because I had started to hear the separation in it, but it didn't smell like plastic. It still smelled like the fragrance, and I wanted to go ahead and use it. So this is one of the reasons why I'm going to be very, very, very selective with buying these body creams because they don't last. But Emerald Mist has fragrance notes of fresh rainfall, sun-kissed pear with blonde woods. This puts me in the mind of Dylan Purple. It's a peary, airy type of fragrance. Smells really good. And I did pair it with the Fine Fragrance Mist. All right, and the fragrances that I wore, I started off with the Shimmering Body Oil just to give myself a little shimmer on that day. I love a shimmer, love to stay sparkly. This is the Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. I did pair it with the EDP, and this fragrance, it has like carrot seed in it. It has bergamot. This is a very unique fragrance, you guys. This is one of those fragrances that you really can wear this year round. I think that this fragrance, whatever the notes are in here, it kind of reacts to the climate that you're in, if that makes sense. But this is one of my favorites from Tom Ford. I'm not a huge fan of Tom Ford, but there are some that I really enjoy, and this is one of them. And I also topped it off with my Bergamote 22 from LaBo. And I do want to explore more from this house. I have smelled other ones, but I haven't bought any. But I do want to get me more. But I love this. This is a fragrance that I want to forever have in my collection because it is a bergamot fragrance. And there are so many properties in the plant bergamot as far as boosting your mood and just making you feel good, and it does something to the serotonins in my brain. For me, I know this to be factual. I'm not a medical professional, but I know this to be factual, and I really enjoy this fragrance. So that was the fragrance combination that I wore on Tuesday. Now moving on into Wednesday, I also use the Emerald Mist body care products, and I use this Dolce Amalfi. You guys, I forgot how good this smells. This smells like juicy fruit gum. I think so. Simply Aisha, I think, said that. And she was correct. I blindly bought this. My eyes had been on it, but when I watched her review and she talked about how it smelled like juicy fruit gum, I was just like, okay, we're going to do it. So I did it, and I don't regret it. And I forgot how good it smells. And I'm thinking about putting this on my September tray because I do want to wear more of this. Oh, yeah. And I have decided to go ahead and start doing the monthly trays to see how it works. But we'll talk about that in that video. But I also paired it with the Mood Ring by Fleur. I like this. I just wish the lasting power lasted longer. This is such a cute, fun fragrance. Really enjoy it. They never did come out with a fine fragrance mist for this, did they? But I've had it. I think I did have it in the, I did have it in the travel, and then I eventually got it in the full size bottle. This is good. I would repurchase this if I ever use it, which I know I will. So that was my fragrance combination for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday. Thursday, I started off with the Brightest Bloom. And this is one of the latest lines that came out at Bath and Body Works this past spring. It has fragrance notes of lily of the valley, jasmine sambac, garden carnations, and fresh cedarwood. I knew that I would like this because jasmine sambac and lily of the valley are two of my favorite florals. And this is a pretty girl floral. It has been compared to Chanel Chance Etendre, and I do agree it does smell very similar to that. So the fragrance that I paired with it is this Bouquet d'Angre by BDK. This is also very similar and has been compared to Chanel Chance. Oh, this is so good. This is such a pretty fragrance. This is good, you guys. This is good. Really enjoyed this fragrance combination on Thursday. Now moving on into Friday, you guys, I started off with the lavender vanilla massage oil. I was gonna pick another one of these up, but once I shopped my stash, I realized that I didn't need to because I have some. It's always good when you have these big sales and you get really excited about it to do an inventory check to see what you have so you don't just keep buying the same stuff. So I did use the oil and the body cream. This is one of my favorite scents. I love using this at nighttime, and sometimes I'll even use it in the day, but I really enjoy this scent. Will probably be a forever fan of this as long as Bath and Body Works produce it. Really enjoy it. So this is the um, la lavender and vanilla from the aromatherapy care at Bath and Body Works. And the fragrance that I wore with it is Ball de Freak, you guys. So I wanted to wear something very subtle. As you can see, starting on Thursday, my fragrances became just very subtle because I'm dealing with this issue. And I just try my best to not exacerbate my sinuses and whatever is going on with me. So this was really nice. This is a fragrance, although it's very close to skin. This is a 10 to 12-hour fragrance. It smells so good. This is so addictive. You just want to keep sniffing and sniffing and sniffing. So that was my fragrance combination for Friday. Now, Saturday, I was starting to feel really bad. Could barely talk. Um, really trying to nurse my voice, and it's something with this. It just goes in and out, in and out. All right, so on Saturday, I started off with the Cocoa Shea oil and body lotion. I've used half of this and about a third of this. I started off with the Cocoa Shea oil and body lotion, and this smells so good. Even when you layer it and wear it in isolation, you can get you a good 4 hours with that particular fragrance. It just smells so nice. And I went in with a fine fragrance mist, and as you can see, I've just about used this up. It's almost gone. So I went in with this on Saturday, and this is my scent of the day today as well. And the fragrance that I paired with it is the Cashmere Mist by Donna Karan. This is a Cashmerean, musky, ambroxan type of fragrance. Very close to skin, but it is very pretty. This is a whole fragrance. Beautiful fragrance, though. Really enjoyed it. So those were my fragrances, you guys, for the week of the 25th. We made it through August already. We're entering into, well, we're here now. What's the day? The day's the first. Yeah, we're here now. So we're in September. Fall is coming, you guys. So like I said, tomorrow will be the last day for the 5.95 sale. Get in there and get those high price items that you really enjoy. I want to thank you guys so very much for coming back. I greatly appreciate you, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.